Last Friday, agents with our Division of Criminal Investigation arrested two individuals in Glendive, and the Dawson County Attorney, Olivia Rieger, will be charging these individuals with 1 count each of sexual abuse of children. The suspects were arrested after responding in person to prostitution advertisements that our agents placed on Craigslist and Backpage.com. As you know, these are two venues that predators often use you'll have people who place prostitution ads for, minors, underage people, and whatnot. People will respond to these ads, and that's how they will obtain the services and end up exploiting children. And so we placed some advertisements. People responded. To the people who responded to these ads initially, they were notified that the females would be 13 and 15 years old. These two individuals made arrangements to then come to Glendive and meet these girls. The individuals, Stephen Corey Unger, who is 25 years old, from the Glasgow area, and John Allen Parker, who is 37 years old. He traveled from Watford City, North Dakota. When they came to the arranged meeting place, again, they believed that they were going to be having sex with children. Our agents arrested them, and they are working their way through the initial stages of the criminal justice system right now. Mr. Unger did post bond, which was a bond with $75,000. Mr. Parker is currently at the Dawson County Correctional Facility. Yesterday, they were bound over from Justice Court to Dawson County District Court, and they will be making their first appearance in District Court next week. The charges will be formally filed this week, and we'll see what happens. But this is a pretty horrible thing when you have individuals who use basically victimize children in this way, in a very horrible way. And our agents set this up knowing that there would be people out there who would respond to these ads, and these two men did. And so they were arrested. They've been charged, and they will be prosecuted.
Now, John, let me ask you, are there only two that arranged this? Because this has happened, I know it's happened in Great Falls, and we had one in Missoula, and in some cases, they had as many as 8 or 9 people try to contact the individuals for this service. I don't mean to be jaded, but it sounds the fact that there were only 2. I'm just wondering if there were more.
Well, I'm not going to go into the details of the operation at this point. We do have to maintain some integrity there in terms of the processes that we use and the details of what happened, both from the standpoint of the prosecution, but also this operation will happen again. And as you mentioned, it's been happening elsewhere in Montana. This is by no means the beginning or the end. This is something that we're going to keep on. Other law enforcement agencies are going to stay on this. This was an operation that we were running, but it was in partnership with city, county, and federal law enforcement partners in the area. I would say, Peter, we have two men who were attempting to have sex with children, and those men are going to now be prosecuted. I consider that a success, and as I said, this operation and similar operations will be ongoing.
Now, John, what are the possible penalties for these two? Are they state charges, federal charges?
I believe, that's... Of course, the prosecution will play itself out, but I do believe that the maximum penalties I have to check on this, up to 10 years in jail and possibly a $100,000 fine. But of course, how this comes out in the prosecution, not sure what's going to happen, but I know that the Dawson County attorney is going to prosecute these men rigorously, and she's putting efforts into this. She's been working with one of our attorneys here in our office on this case as well, and so we're going to prosecute them to the fullest extent of the law.